So this is my computer. I built it and water cooled it myself a little more than a year ago, I think, but it's never actually been finished. It used to be a lot more complete than this until the CPU block leaked, and then I had to take it off and I replaced it with the stock cooler that came with my processor, and then I did this temporary loop with flexible tubing so I could actually use the computer until I got a new CPU block. So I finally got a new one about 2 weeks ago. This is what it looks like. I added the fittings onto it already. It doesn't actually come like that. By the way, if you don't know what a CPU is or a CPU block, some people call it the heart of the computer. It looks kind of like this little square in the middle here. This is a CPU. The one in there looks a little bit different than this, but it's the same concept. Anyways, it gets really hot, so you have to put something on it to cool it, and this is what I'm gonna be using to cool it. It's gonna go like that. So before I turn it off, I'm just gonna show you the default lighting configuration just for reference. That is what it looks like. Hopefully these lights will turn on once again when I'm done with this. Yeah, let's turn it off now. So the first thing I need to do is turn the power supply off, and I'm gonna unplug that, and then I'm just gonna unplug everything. Now I'm gonna take off this front glass panel. This little guy right here is my drainage port. Well, that's kind of dirty. So the end looks like that, and I just need to unscrew that, and then the water will come flowing right out. I just need to find a container for it. This guy is going to be perfect, and a whole bunch of paper towels because things could go very wrong. So before I touch any of the water, I'm gonna take out my SSD because last time when it leaked, it killed my SSD. I don't want to have to deal with that again, so I'm just gonna take that guy out right now. There we go. I'm gonna put this guy in a safe place. There it goes. Oh my gosh, the smell of this coolant brings back such terrible memories. Okay, so now what I need to do, please don't fall off. Please. I need to tilt the whole computer so that the water will come out of the radiator. I got it. All right. So I've got this thing. It blows air. So I'm just gonna stick it here so that it will come out of the radiator. All right, I think I've gotten most of it out. I'm gonna call that good for now. Now this guy's all full of water. All right, I think I've got time to change the CPU cooler, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So the last time I tried to take this CPU cooler off, it was suctioned onto the processor so hard that it ripped it out of the socket and bent like 7 of the pins, and I had to bend them back, and that was so scary. I thought that I had destroyed my processor, but it's okay, I fixed it. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. I just need to wiggle it lightly until it just wants to come off by itself. I feel like they could make this a lot easier. I got it! Oh my gosh. Okay, there's the CPU cooler. There's the old thermal paste. I put a lot on there, jeez. There's the processor. Look at that little guy. Alright, I'm gonna clean up the processor. So I just realized that the camera stopped recording, but pretty much what happened was I cleaned off the processor. I was talking about how happy I was that there was thermal paste already on the cooler, and I picked it up and the plastic came off, and then I set it down like that, and somehow magically the thermal paste didn't touch the desk, so let's hope it stays that way. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering, this is a RYZEN 7 3700X. No! I touched it! This is so hard. Oh, no, I'm not gonna use the adhesive. I need something to hold that in. Oh, what is going on? Okay, because I've stuck the cooler on to the processor and pulled it off multiple times. I don't know if the thermal paste is good anymore. I'm literally sweating. This is so stressful. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'll think about whether that's good enough or not. It's been 2 days. I've decided that I'm just gonna leave the CPU block on. I'm just gonna hope that the thermal paste is good enough. It's probably fine. I'm gonna try to do this bend. So it's gonna go down, right, and up into this. Here, let me give a closer look. I'm gonna get a hard tube. It's gonna be foggy though. I don't have the transparent stuff. But it's gonna go down, right, and up, just like how it used to be. And then this one is gonna come up at a 45-degree angle, come across here and into this input on this radiator, and then it's gonna come out of here and down into the reservoir. Alright, so the way that I'm gonna figure out how I want to bend the tube is I'm gonna use this. I can just use that for reference. Here are the tools. That's what they look like. Here is the tube. This is what it looks like. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take this noodle thing and I'm going to put it inside of the tube like this. I need to stick the noodle as far in as I'm going to bend it so that it can keep its shape on the inside so water can actually flow through it. I think I need to cut this tube a little bit shorter. I'll cut the tube like there. Okay, so there it is. So here's the cut. It's not the prettiest, it won't focus, but it doesn't need to focus for you to tell that it's not a very clean cut. But that is why we have tools such as this deburring tool. And there we go. You can't really see it, but trust me, it's all right. Now I gotta get this heat gun. All right, so I'm gonna bend it like here, right there. Alright, now I'm just gonna hold it there at like a 90-degree angle until it cools. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. Now I'm gonna move on to the second bend. So this second bend was a little bit off. The pipe cleaner is supposed to be the middle of the tube. Let's see if it fits. So it's gonna go right there. Oh my goodness. That is so off. That is so bad. Also, it's like not nearly long enough. So let's go do that again. It stopped recording as soon as I pulled it out. Alright, now let's see if it fits. Alright, here we go. That one goes up into there. And are you kidding me? It's still... Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I have plenty of tube, but I don't really want to be wasteful. So I'm gonna try to salvage this. Let's see how this goes. Terrible. I don't know if you can tell, but it's all bumpy. I think it's good now. I think it'll fit, but it just doesn't look good. So I might just redo it another time, but we'll see. Here we go. Test fit number 3. Ooh, I think that's perfect. Oh my gosh. The noodle is stuck. Oh, I got it. Yes. Alright, so I started trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for this last run. Pretty much all of my options have a 90-degree bend right here involved. I think I'm just gonna do that really quick. I'll have a little piece of plastic going straight back into the CPU. Or I could try again with 2 bends because that would look sick. And there we go. The last thing I need to do is put a short little run of flexible tubing from here to here. I decided not to use hard tubing because I would have to do 2 really sharp turns because these are just barely out of alignment. And the loop is finished, and we've got 3 different kinds of tubing, so that's awesome. All right, today's the day. I'm gonna fill this guy. So before I had clear coolant, but this time I have blue, so that should look pretty cool. Also, I just made a short asking about the tubing, clear versus foggy, and so far everyone's saying that clear tubing is better. I might buy some new clear tubing and make some new bends, but that's gonna be in a while if that does happen. So I'm just gonna fill this and then I'll be able to use my computer again. Well, sort of. I have to let it run for a few days to get all the air out, and then I can use the computer again, but
it smells sour like funky.
Ew. So I just realized that I probably need a funnel for this, so I gotta go get one of those really quick. So I couldn't find a funnel. I don't know where the one I had last time went, so I gotta go drive somewhere and get one. I'll be right back. Alright, so this part's funny because there's a tool that you use for filling a water-cooled PC, and I literally have 3 of them sitting next to all of my coolant. So yeah, I'm a dummy. Alright, I got some I forgot what it's called, but I got a couple. Funnel, that's what it's called. And I'm gonna go like this, something like that. I'm gonna dump the water in. Before that, I need to disconnect everything from the power supply. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna stick this guy. He's got these 2 metal pins in here. It won't focus. Right there. You can kind of see it. Anyways, that's gonna short out the power supply in a very specific way, so it'll power everything, but like not actually. Oh my gosh, look at that. Alright, I think that's enough for now. So I'm gonna turn it on just for a second. Once it empties the reservoir, I'm gonna turn it off. Ready? Here we go. Just like that. Oh, look at it go! It's not leaking yet. This is going really well. Oh, look at that. It's going all the way through. This is going so well, and I'm very happy. No drips coming from the CPU block yet. All right, and now all that's left is just to kind of hang out and let this run for a really long time to make sure it doesn't leak. Check this out. Doesn't that look so good? There comes some bubbles. Here comes some bubbles. Still no leaks. Very nice. Ooh. Okay, so it's been almost a week. I have had barely any time to work on this, but I've had time to come and babysit this for a while. There are no signs of any leaks, so I think we're good. After I asked a bunch of people in real life and also using like the YouTube Shorts thing, before I filled it with fluid, everyone said that the transparent tubes looked better, and they still look kind of cool. But after I put fluid in it, these ones look really nice. You know, I put this much work into it, and I would like to use my computer again. Also, I need to edit this video, so I need this computer in order to do that. Hopefully sometime in the future, I can just take these pieces that I've already cut. This one I already bent, and this is a nice bend. Look at that. This bend could go right there, and then this one I think is the right length, so I could bend it 2 times, and I could just use this one for a reference, and it would be super easy. Maybe someday if I feel like draining everything and all that, then I'll get to that, and it'll look even better. I'm a little disappointed that it's kinda not done yet because the tubes aren't matching, but like, I don't know. This might never be a complete project. It might just be ongoing for the rest of eternity until the world ends from nuclear war or something terrible like that. Anyways, I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm going to plug everything back in. I'll plug the graphics card in first, and then I'll turn it back on, and you can see what it looks like, all lit up and nice. So I actually have one last little touch that I can give this guy. I have some more RAM. Our computer at home died a little while ago. Rest in peace. It was actually the motherboard that died, and here it is. Say hello to the dead motherboard from home. Very cool. Well, it was very cool before it was dead. Anyways, it used to have 4 16GB sticks of Vengeance RGB Pro RAM, so I stole 2 of them. I already have 2 16GB sticks of RAM in here, and each of these are 16, so I'm gonna have 64GB of RAM. Now you might be wondering, Ethan, why the heck do you need 64GB of RAM? It has RGB on it. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, the very last piece, the SSD. I'm kind of nervous to put this in. As I said before, last time it leaked and I lost my other one. Also, I'm just realizing this is going to be kind of challenging to put in. This time though, I have a slightly better feeling. Oh! I lost the screw. It's gone forever. Bruh. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Alright, well, thanks for watching this video. Shout out to Ella, because I know you're the only person who made it this far. If you're not Ella, though, like and subscribe. I'm assuming you enjoyed the video if you made it this far. But yeah, that's about it. Enjoy some relaxing computer sounds.